Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Steins Gate. I know about as much going on as everybody else does. It's all kind of wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey excellence with a mad scientist, so it's always fantastic. And I really like this song. Do-do-do-do. Kinda can't help but hum it. Is it working? So load up. Let's go here. So the last time that we left off was right after. So we've got this crazy stalker girl who, well, I shouldn't call her a straight crazy stalker girl. Although, no, really, I should. She yells at us in front of a whole bunch of people. We find her dead. Then she's not dead. Then she shows up at our house. So... and then we're just like, yeah, cool, come back into my crazy machine room and look at all of my stuff that can, you know, travel through time. Like, that's a good idea. So, that's my thing today, is what the hell is she doing? Just let us start from there. Yes, please. Yeah, Kurisu. This weird, like, what's like with her eyes and everything. This is real. Kurisu enters the development room with a quick, confident stride. Because she's, you know, not dead. Even though she's only 18, she's got a decent figure and a good posture. Well, she's 18, so, you know. Not much in the chest, though. Well, you know. Her presence seems to fill the cramped room, driving me and Daru to the quarters. Can't she tell this area's off limits? No, I guess not. I was just... I haven't properly introduced myself yet, have I? I'm Makise Kurisu. Pleased to meet you. We know. You were dead. She holds out her hand. What is she trying to do? Shoot lightning from her fingertips? You can't even shake hands. Are all Japanese men this difficult? Shake hands? Well, that means she can take a dick. That's all I need to know. Why is your name not showing up? All I see is a sword. You're just a sword. What the fuck? I mean, at least I know it's you. The girl genius is asking for a handshake. We've only met yesterday, and just moments ago she was on the verge of calling the cops. You're not Japanese? I've lived in America for 7 years. What about it? America. Wow, it's the same thing with you. You're both just swords. What the hell?
That's all I see too.
Huh?
That's all I see too.
Yeah.
Fish.
Right. Just the dick. Right. Just the dick, though. I look down at her slender fingers, glossy, healthy fingernails, no unnecessary nail polish. That's strange. I stare, fixated. Slowly, I extend my hand, making sure to keep enough weight on my heels so I can flee at a moment's notice. I lightly grab the tip of Kurisu's index finger between my thumb and index finger, and then instantly let go. So he just... What's your problem? I can feel your aura of malice. You must be a powerful kung fu master. Don't be ridiculous. Then you're a ninja! Give it a rest. Damn, she's completely cold. Her tone gets scary sometimes, too. If you grew up in America, shouldn't you say, ha ha ha, nice to meet you, with a smile across your whole face when asking for a handshake? Is that how we're supposed to, is that how we come off? No, wait, you should be asking for a hug, right? All Americans are hippies? Perhaps that's too much to expect from a killing machine. What kind of stereotype is that? Well, I can see everything. Well, I'm glad you can. I think these phones screwed up Twitch. Kurisu sighs. She's not even looking at me. Instead, she's staring at the bananas next to the phone wave name subject to change. The bananas, which have just exhibited a most unusual phenomenon. Of the bunch, one has been completely jellified. Goopy bananas, right. Fascinating. Kurisu begins to face closer to it and get a good look. Have any forceps? No. Oh. And then Kurisu stabs the gelatinous banana with her index finger. She bruises her beautiful fingertip knuckle deep into the slimy banana. What are you doing? That's precious data! It's squishy. Kurisu extracts her finger. Pieces of gel cling to her fingertip. She puts that fingertip into her mouth without any hesitation. Ah! No taste. Gross. Well, no shit! She says it with a straight face. You have quite the appetite, I see. A side effect of the resurrection, perhaps? If you're that hungry, I guess I could give you a banana or two. Oh, he might have 2 bananas for her. Yeah, no thanks. Either way, those bananas are Mayushi's. Come, don't be shy. This is an offering. Take it. As if, who would eat some perv's banana? A perv's banana? Daru starts shaking as if he's been electrocuted. What? What's wrong? Eat a perv's banana. Squishy, finger in my mouth, gross, with a sour expression. Looks like his cranial perverted processor is overclocking. Can you say that one more time? With a more humiliated expression, if you please. Huh? Come on, say, who would eat some perv's banana? But if you can, add, but so, after that it would be extra delicious. What? Yeah, Daru, what the hell, dude? Suddenly, Kurisu's face turns bright red. Right. She should put her finger on the banana, you know, to get some of the taste and then put the finger in her mouth. Right. Oh, Daru, you may be a worthless, disgusting perv, but let me say well done, sir. Payback is sweet. Now to follow up for maximum combo. Let's show this conceited little girl how true adults fight. So, Makise Kurisu, you just imagined something, didn't you? By all means, tell us what, don't be shy. Why, you... Come on, say it, genius girl. What's the imagination of a genius like? I'd love to hear from you. You ass! Kurisu turns her back to us with perked shoulders. Okay. Looks like she's capable of expressing human emotion after all. That rules out robotic killing machine. Oh, I feel refreshed. I haven't felt this good in years. Way to go, Daru. That's my right-hand man. Always getting the job done and making fun of people. Oh, look, she's back. I get it. You're both pervs. Well, you could say that. Don't admit it, you idiot. I don't want to hear that from you. Okay, if I come off as a little rude, I apologize. Kurisu sighs deeply and turns back to us. Her composure has already returned. I was only acting that way because you molested me, but I'll ignore that for now. I wish you would stop saying for now. It's like she's gonna call the cops on me later. Please tell me what happened to this banana. I'd also like to hear about that. She is all about these dudes' bananas. Kurisu glances at the phone wave name subject to change. That microwave thing. That's top secret. The one thing I'm cleared to share with unauthorized individuals is that its name is the phone wave, name subject to change. Name subject to change? What's that about? Phone wave is weak. It needs a better name. I couldn't care less about its name. I'm afraid that's the only information you're cleared for. Hold on, Okarin. Bakase, she might be able to explain what's going on. Well, she is a genius. She would have to be to defeat my sharp wit. We can trust her intellect at least. But it's hard to stomach her attitude. Plus, she has danger written all over her face. Not to mention, she's a little scary, too. Then, a great idea. That creepy grin. Are you thinking perverted thoughts again? Yeah, always, but you know. You said your name is Christina, right? Who the hell's Christina? I never said that. Christina sounds like the name of a Hollywood film star. It definitely has more flavor than her real name. If you wish to learn the secrets of this microwave, then you must meet my conditions. Which are... Condition 1, you must become a lab meme. Ramen? No! Lab meme, stupid! Short for laboratory member. You mean you want me to join your research team? I'm supposed to return to America in August. I'll have you sign a non-disclosure agreement so you won't betray our secrets. Break the agreement and I'll report your steamy, perverted acts to Science magazine. What? Wait, what? You're a monster, Okarin. I'll take 5 copies. From the moment you become a lab mem to the moment of your departure, your brain shall be used for the benefit of our lab. You're so full of it. Let's see the contract then. What contract? This is a lab, not a corporation. I don't mind lending you my knowledge, but if there is more pervy nonsense involved, the answer is no. Don't worry, we don't bite. No more molestation? No, alright! You said that was condition 1, so there's gotta be a second one, right? Better not be... The second condition is that you overlook all past acts of molestation I may or may not have committed. Well, you know. Okarin, you're so pretty. You're the prettiest person I've ever met. That's why we love you. That's why we admire you. Shut up, Daru. You have no right to talk. By the way, Daru's perverted acts aren't included. You two can work it out yourselves. What the hell, man? Those are the conditions. If you can't accept them, then you must leave at once. So what'll it be? I don't think it's a bad deal at all. You mean for you? Kurisu puts her finger to her brow and shakes her head in an exaggerated gesture. Petty, petty, petty! Jeez, I feel like I'm hyperconcentrating, not adrenaline. Let me pick up my jaw off the floor. I don't care about your dislocated jaw. Do you accept the terms or not? Answer me, Christina! Stop adding Tina! My name is Kurisu! Kurisu looks up at the ceiling to calm herself down. Does everyone in America make such exaggerated gestures? Sooner or later, she'll say Damon or oh my god or motherfucker. Okay, I accept. Petty equals pretty. Petty equals petty. From this moment forth, you are Lab Mem number 004. Welcome, Christina, codenamed the Zombie. I won't answer to either. Use my real name, Honan. We spend a minute staring each other down. Kurisu's the first to look away. She does so in a way that says, good grief. You're such a child. You say something? Genius perv girl. Come on! No more saying perv! I won't treat you like a perv either, so let's drop it already. As long as you understand. Now for the issue at hand. Daru, give Christina... No, Tina either. Give Kurisu-kun an explanation on our experiment so far. Tell your eyes that then. But I refuse. In the end, I'm the one who has to explain. Along the way, I also relate the tale of my heroic deeds, which enrages Kirisu, of course, but I finally tell her everything about the bananas and the phone wave name subject to change. Kirisu doesn't ask any questions. She's quick to understand and expected of a genius. Of course. Fascinating. Let's hear your opinion. I think we can at least throw out completely worthless theories like electromagnetic weaponry and teleportation. The lady doth protest too much. Can we run the experiment one more time? I want to see it for myself. Without waiting for our approval, Kirisu plucks an untouched banana and sticks it in the microwave, then starts entering the commands on her phone. It's strange. She's still wearing her usual frown, but I can shake the feeling that she's really enjoying herself. I can't put my finger on why. Call it a hunch. But I mean, she is a scientist. Why shouldn't she enjoy experimenting? Okabe-san? Hashida-san, please watch the bananas. Who are you to give me orders? I'm the mad scientist. How? Whatever, just keep your eye on the bananas. Okay, so she's a little snippy. Daru and I do as we're told and stare at the bananas. Truth be told, we were planning to watch the bananas anyway. After missing it the first time, we were determined to witness what transpired with our own eyes. 60 seconds have passed. Any change? Nope. Any second now, the jellified banana should reappear on the stem. But it's only happened once, as we can call it as an accident and be done with that. But if it happens twice, then that's proof that something's actually going on. And then Kirisu will have to admit that I, the great Harunin Koyuma, have invented humanity's first teleporter. I keep staring at the bananas in anticipation. 100 seconds. A few moments after Kirisu's report. Ha-ha! A Gelbana suddenly appears without a sound. Now there are two of them on the bunch. It happened faster than the blink of an eye. It appeared! I'm at a loss for words. I just witnessed the unthinkable. This phenomenon is clearly teleportation. The microwave timer chimes. Kirisu peeks into the microwave, stumped. How does it look? At 104 seconds, it disappeared abruptly. Yeah, she's quite flustered. I don't think many people could remain calm after witnessing such a phenomenon. So it is a teleporter! The first in human history! Kirisu quickly calms down. She furrows her brow and crosses her arms, tapping her right foot as she mutters to herself. Teleportation? Is that even possible? It did move, no matter how unthinkable that may be. Could it be quantum teleportation? No, that only occurs on the quantum level. Don't avert your eyes from the truth. What we've seen with your own eyes is everything. She gives me a sharp look. Her eyes are like a sniper's, hard and keen. Did it really teleport? It's dangerous to reason from the conclusion. Well then, genius girl, what do you call this phenomenon? Hell, you don't know. Let's sort this out. Neither the banana bunch nor the frozen chicken teleported, correct? So, maybe there's a size limit for objects that can teleport. But aren't those chicken pieces smaller than bananas? We use the same chicken for each experiment. They come in 12 packs. Mayuri only buys her favorite, juicy chicken number 1. That's quite a lot then. What about salt? You experimented with salt too, right? We used a handful of table salt on a plate for one experiment. Nothing happened. Maybe the plate was in the way? Of course we tried it without the plate, but that didn't change anything. Then maybe each individual grain of salt was too small, or something? I need a clue. Looks like our genius girl's fighting a hard battle. She starts pacing the room, looking a little annoyed. Anything else? Have you noticed anything else about the phone wave? Not phone wave. Phone wave name subject to change. Forget about that. So, have you noticed anything or not? Kirisu's looking at Daru. Looks like she's asking him, not me. True, he should know more about the phone wavename subject to change than I do. He's done all the maintenance on it after all. Oh, right. One time, it shot off a huge electrical discharge. What? I don't know anything about that. That's because you weren't around when it happened. Discharge? How much? It was like a fluorescent light lit up in the development room. It lasted 2 seconds, I guess. What were the circumstances? I was adjusting the cell phone attached to it. A little bit later, Sparky. When was that? Around noon yesterday, when you went to see Dr. Nakabichi's presentation. Dr. Nakabachi? That's right. I went to see Dr. Nakabachi's conference yesterday. Come to think of it, he stole the time travel theory from John Titor. Maybe the current John Titor is actually Nakabichi. But wait, Daru, didn't you say that Dr. Nakabichi's presentation was cancelled? Yeah, but you went with Mayushi anyway, remember? No, I don't remember that. After all, Nakabichi's presentation wasn't cancelled the way I remember it. I still don't understand why my memories seem to disagree with everyone else's. That reminds me, I sent you an email back then. Did you get it? An email? That email you showed me at ATF yesterday. When I nod, Kurisu comes closer. Oh, hi. Personal space. It said someone stabbed me at the presentation, didn't it? Yeah, but for some reason Daru's phone received it a week ago. Wasn't that one of your stories? If it wasn't, then that would make the timestamp weird. I always speak the truth. If you don't trust me, I'll show you my sentence history. I whip out my phone and call up the history log. But it's gone. Not a trace of that mail remains. According to my memory, I think it was about 30 minutes after Dr. Nakabichi's conference. About 10 people, including me, saw Kurisu's body, panicked, and fled Radican. That's when I sent that mail. But no matter how many times I checked, there's no record of it. It should be there, but it isn't. Just like the banana inside the phone wave name subject to change. Where did it go? I could have sworn I sent it just before 1 p.m. Yeah, that's when the discharge phenomenon happened. The show I was watching was about to end. Suddenly, a flash of inspiration strikes. Inspiration! Edison would be proud. This isn't something you can accomplish with effort. Basically, I'm a genius! I turned to Daru and Kurisu with a huge grin on my face. I get it. So that's what happened. What? Oh, this is one of Okurin's usual habits, so don't mind it, seriously. Silence! I've reached the answer, and now the world will hear my tremble. I slapped the top of the phone wave name subject to change. The discharge of my mail, the strange timestamp, and the sudden electrical discharge must be related somehow. Really? Who would have thought? And? Yeah. I understand that they're related somehow, but how? It's your job to figure that out, Christina. Hashida-san, talking to this guy is so tiring. Everyone's like that at first. The trick is to not take him seriously. And you call yourself my right-hand man. I don't know if I'd want to be your right hand. Whatever, I'll prove that I'm right. If we can reproduce that electrical discharge phenomenon, it should bring us closer to the understanding that the timestamp mystery... I hate the word discharge, and this game is saying it a lot. I don't like the word. I've never liked the word. Everybody's learned something new today. Daru, describe the phone wave name subject to change its status when the discharge phenomenon occurred. See? Let's count how many times we have to say discharge. It was kind of a mess. I connected my phone to the phone wave, and I was testing to see if I could control it with the X68000. I disconnected the phone, plugged it into the phone wave name subject to change, and replaced it with mine. And then I heard the door open in the lounge. I'm home! So hungry! Definitely don't want to be Beast right hand, right? I don't know, are you a righty or a lefty, Beast?
Oh, it don't matter. You gotta swap it up.
Oh! This is gonna be so awkward tonight.
Discharge. Discharge.
No! Ah! Mario comes in carrying a convenience store bag. I can't see you now. I can't hear you now. La 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 la. Looks like she's done with work. I forget. She's like 17. Time to eat some chicken. Juicy chicken #1. Yes, I know, Beast. I know. Ocarin, did you buy the bananas, Ocarin?
I was just reading chat.
Yeah, and this girl's in here, like, jellifying him. Not my fault. When she enters the development room, her eyes go wide. Huh? We have a guest? When she notices Kirisu, Mayuri bows her head with her usual smile. I am a strong, independent nutsack that don't need no boss. Hi, Mayushi. Nice to meet you. I'm Makase. Apparently, I'm a lab mem now. Really? That's great! Another girl lab mem! Daru, what were you doing with that X68000? Like I said, I was adjusting the incoming mail settings. I was monitoring the moment I received the mail from remote control. That's why I put it on freezing mode for 120 seconds too. I made it so that you can start freezing mode by computer. I tested that out yesterday too. Mayuri, insert the juicy chicken #1 into the phone wave name subject to change. You took your head off! Wow. You all want some? I can give you one each. Aw, that's so sweet. With her usual ditziness, Mayuri puts the chicken inside the microwave. Daru explains what everything on the computer's monitor means. Doesn't look that different from using DOS. I entered 120 hashtag on the keyboard and strike the enter key. Phone wave, name subject to change, starts up. The juicy chicken #1 starts spinning backwards on the turntable. That ain't gay. I don't have to fuck girls to prove that I'm straight. Kirisu stares hard at the phone wave name set to change as if not to let any anomaly, no matter how slight, escape her notice. Beast, I'm so proud of your strong independence-ness. So, we've reproduced the conditions that existed when the discharge phenomenon occurred. That's 2, right? How was it again? You there, assistant! Huh? Me? Who else? When did I become your assistant? Just send something to my phone. If we've reproduced the conditions correctly, then if she sends something to my phone while it's connected to the phone wave name subject to change, it should arrive with a timestamp from the past, not the present.
I had to groan.
But my assistant, Kurisu, just scowls. I don't even know your email address. What a useless assistant. Don't call me your assistant. Daru, send an email from your phone. Sure, but what? Anything. Send Christina's a perv. I thought we agreed to stop saying that. Maybe you're gay? Well, let's compromise and go with Ocarin's a perv. You traitor. Good job, Hashida-san. Kurisu grins and gives Daru a thumbs up. I really don't like this. This is great though. Oh no! Mayushi's bananas! It sounds like Mayuri has found the results of our latest experiment. They became gel bananas! We experimented on them. But they were Mayushi's. Want me to send the mail now? You'll be reimbursed later. By Hoyin-san. That's it. Why me? Jeez, why do you always have to experiment on Mayushi's food? Don't tell me you're experimenting on the chicken too. We are. Okay, sending it now. Sending, click. Mayuri slips past me and steps into the active phone wave named to change. Before anyone can react, she grabs the handle. Oh shit. Wait, don't open that! Huh? But it's too late. Oh no! Shit's gonna go down! Everybody duck! Blue-white light fills the room, crackling angrily like the heart of a storm. An electrical discharge! 3! Why? A violet sparking sound. I grab Mayuri and pull her away from the phone wave named subject to change. Are we gonna die? Oh shit! Ah! Ah! I don't want to go towards the light! A thin cloud of smoke fills the room. Oh, it's smoke! Oh, okay. It smells like something's burning. Well, that's not much better. My eyes are numb from all the flashing lights. I try blinking several times to regain my sight. I can hear Kurisu and Daru coughing. Everyone, okay? Somehow. That was definitely more than 2 seconds. And right, that's what just happened, Beast. Mayuri squeezes my upper arm with her slender fingers. Oh, Karin, what just happened? You fucked it up, Mayuri. That's what just happened. My vision gradually returns. Mayuri looks perplexed. Are you okay? No burns or anything? It doesn't hurt anywhere, so I think I'm okay. Looks like covering Mayuri was the right choice. Maybe an insane mad scientist, but I still risk life and limb for the safety of my comrades. Well, at least we know. I gently left Mayuri out of my embrace. Whew, well, that was something. I wiped the sweat off my brow. Hey, look at this! Kiryusu's voice is strained. With my vision finally restored, I take another look around the room, and what I see strikes me speechless. Right, the large table in the center of the room is made of thick, solid wood. It can hold about 5 or 6 people without breaking. That's why we placed the phone wave name subject to change and the X68000 on it. That table has been split in 2, as if by a woodcutter's axe. The computer and the other parts connected to the microwave are scattered across the floor. And the microwave itself is dead. Has broken through the table. It's literally stuck in the floor. What the hell? How did that... Yeah, it's a microwave, but it's not heavy enough to make a hole in the floor? This can't be caused by electrical discharge. 4. Some other phenomenon? I shake off my surprise. This is no time to be standing with jaw agape. Haunin Koyuma. Seize the moment! Just as my calculations predicted! First, some maniacal laughter. Next, I try to take out my phone and do the usual, but unfortunately, it's still plugged into the phone wave named subject to change. Yeah, the microwave is fucked. Elsai Kanguru. I whisper the words. Words that have no meaning. Words I use simply because they sound cool. These words have meaning because they have no meaning. After years of repeated use, just speaking them is enough to calm my heart. So, about Mayushi's chicken? Yeah, about that. Mayuri stands up and looks inside the phone wave named subject to change. It's embedded in the floor, but she somehow manages to pry the door open. Mayushi's chicken is all burnt black! I pat Mayuri's shoulders to cheer her up. Juicy Chicken number 1 made a noble sacrifice for the progress of science. Let us pray for his happiness in the next life. The chicken doesn't matter. Right now, we need to determine what happened with the phone wave. It doesn't matter! That's so mean! Oh, Christina-chan! Hey, Helen and Koyuma, do something about this! Mayushi-san learned my name wrong! More importantly, we need ventilation! Silence, all of you! I affix everyone with an overpowering stare. This shall be remembered as the moment that the greatest experiment of the century succeeded and brought humanity a step forward in a new direction. These guys have no right to ruin that with their foolish talk. My heart pounding, I detach my phone from the phone wave name subject to change. Luckily, it's completely unharmed. I open it. It still works. I bring up the list of received emails. New emails should come at the top. However, my heart beats even faster. The topmost email isn't the one Daru sent before the discharge occurred. Oh, that's 4! This impossible phenomenon is exactly what I was hoping for. I look back through the email history, and there I find it. Okurin's AP. Success. I don't know why, but it was a success! The timestamp proves it! I received this email on July 24th, 5 days ago. This is the same exact thing that happened to my someone stabbed Kurisu email. A mail sent on the 29th arrived on the 24th. And just now, the truth was revealed to me in a flash of inspiration. It all connects. There's a meaning behind this series of events and only one true answer. I've discovered the phone wave name subject to change's true hidden function. This isn't intuition. That's right. This is conviction. Just spit it out. What do you think it is? I feel my lips twist into a grin. I meet Kurisu's glare head on. First, let me say one thing. The greatest inventions are created by accident. This we call serendipity. Get on with it. How dare she ruin my speech? Oh well, let me get to the point. The mail was sent to the past. The chicken returned to its frozen state. The plucked banana returned to the bunch. No way. Kurisu seems to get it now. And expected of my genius assistant. Yes way. This is the choice of Steins Gate. The phone wave, name subject to change, is a time machine. Hell yes! Just like Bill and Ted, guys. Just like, oh look, chapter 2! Interpreter Rendezvous. Excellent! This is the dawn of a new day. This is most excellent indeed. Actually, it's already noon. We didn't sleep at all. Sleep deprivation makes the summer sun seem all the brighter. I really don't want to go outside, but I'm fed up with the humidity inside the lab. I chug a bottle of Dr. P. My stomach protests. Maybe I drank it too fast. I'm exhausted. My hands are shaking slightly and my vision is cloudy. I could pass out if I'm not careful. Maybe I should take a shower. That could stave off exhaustion, if only temporarily. I like trying to starve him. This building has a basic shower room. There's no bath, but it's enough. The lab would be hell without it. Daru is at the computer, his back turned towards me. His right leg is bouncing impatiently. The room is mostly silent, save for the electric fans humming and Daru's mouse clicks. Daru doesn't look my way, and he doesn't try to start a conversation. Neither do I. I don't have the energy. Outside is a sunny summer afternoon, but inside the air is stale and empty of life. Yesterday, that shocking experiment convinced me that the phone wave, named subject to change, was also a time machine. But Kurisu didn't seem willing to accept the results. She just started screaming. Great, that's productive. A time machine? A time machine? It can't be! And flips the fuck Ow! Then she took a mad dash out of the lab. It was like she couldn't get out of here fast enough. As for Mayuri, she was depressed about her chicken and bananas, so she skipped her daily costume sewing and went home. Grudges over food run deep, I guess. Which leaves the lab empty, save for Daru and me. Our enthusiasm shot through the roof when we realized that the phone wave, named Subject to Change, had tremendous hidden potential. We nearly died of excitement after successfully sending an email to the past. So we stayed up all night doing experiments to confirm whether or not the phone wave, named Subject to Change, is indeed a time machine. The results, however, we went into the supermarket and stocked up on a wide variety of items. We tossed each of them into the phone wave, named Subject to Change, but everything failed. No change, nothing happened. After the experiment where the discharge phenomenon occurred, that's 5, everything warmed up normally. No jellification. Suddenly, we couldn't get anything to happen. We still have no idea why. First, let's review the problems revealed by this last run of experiments. Problem 1. Electrical discharge 6. Safety precautions. We remove everything flammable from the development room to reduce the risk of fire. We also prepared 2 fire buckets full of water, just in case. But that's not a fundamental solution. We'll still keep an eye out from now on. But if things get dangerous, we should seriously consider relocating our experiments. Problem 2. Mass increase. When the discharge phenomenon 7 occurs, the phone wave, named Subject to Change, suddenly gains mass for unknown reasons. Because of this, the microwave broke the table and made a dent in the floor. Right. To deal with the issue, we placed the microwave on the floor. We spread the cushions and blankets underneath. This hides the hole in the floor, too. It's only a temporary fix, though. If we make any more holes, Mr. Braun is quite capable of raising my rent. And that's to say nothing of the calamity it will cause if it falls through the floor. Anyway, if we need to find the source of the mass increase, if amateurs like us even can, that is. I'm on the count, Beast. We need a counter. But the first 2 problems pale before the third. This last problem is critical. Until we solve it, we can't even really experiment with the phone wave, named Subject to Change. Problem 3. We're not even sure of the necessary conditions to send email to the past. No matter how many times we tried, we couldn't pin down a single condition. We spent the entire night doing trial and error. We tried over 40 different things, but not once could we reproduce the discharge phenomenon 8. I had the idea that opening the microwave door was the key. That theory was proven false. There might be something else I'm missing, but for now, we're at an impasse. We started off in high spirits, but grew more and more frustrated as time progressed, which brings us to the present. Honestly, I gave up. That's why I spent the entire morning lazing about like this. Another email pops up on my phone. I've been getting way too many of these since yesterday. They're all from Shining Finger, the woman called Kiryu Moika. I never used email this often before. Golly! Moika here, are you a student, Okabe-kun? Are you on summer break? You, need a... Are you a day person or a night person? If you'd rather I email you around a certain time, let me know. I want you to reply as soon as you can, but don't want to be a bother. Let me know. Okay, good. By the way, I don't like talking on the phone, so please don't call me. Bye-bye. I just remembered I didn't tell you my number. That's okay. I'm a lot more comfortable communicating by email. Anyway, you just said that. Are you still asleep? Rise and shine. Have you talked to Super Hacker yet? Oh, I'd also like to hear more about John, what's his face? I'm super curious. God, I'm nocturnal, so I usually don't go to bed until the sun comes up. It's not so bad once you get used to it. Mail me when you wake up, okay? You haven't gotten a reply yet. I haven't gotten a reply yet. Are you still asleep? You sleep too much, Okabe-kun. You're living like an old man. Well, I guess I'm not one to talk. Laugh my ass off anyway. Let me know when you have something on the BN 5100. Pretty please. Good. Oh my gosh, you need a life. Stalker! Stalker. Even Mayuri only sends me 1 or 2 a day, and she's a teenage girl. Frankly, this is strange and getting on my nerves. Golly. I saw how fast Shining Finger typed. That should have been enough to tip me off that she was a male demon. I was careless. too much of a pain to reply, so I ignore it. I finish off my bottle of Dr. P. My stomach gurgles. I haven't eaten anything since yesterday. I'm so hungry I don't even feel like showering. I call out to Daru, who's hammering on the keyboard. Do I have another one? Hey, wanna go to Sanbo for some beef bowl? Nah, too much trouble. Aren't you hungry? Yeah, but you're such a bum. What is doing on the computer anyway? I'm curious, so I casually peek over his shoulder. There's an image of a futuristic-looking facility I've never seen before. Richly colored cords crawl through a gigantic octagonal tunnel, like the interior of a spaceship from a sci-fi movie. Based on the height of the people in the picture, the tunnel looks to be more than 10 meters tall. And incidentally, the people don't look Japanese. Yeah, Daru sighs heartily. I don't know if the blank look in his eye is from sleepiness, exhaustion, or if something's just wrong with him. The Large Hadron Collider sure is cute. What? What did you just say? Large Hadron Collider? Is that an incantation? No, a secret technique? Large Hadron Collider. You don't know about that? I grab Daru's relaxed shoulders and wring them out. Ow, 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 ow! What are you doing? Are you conscious? Of course, man. What is this Large Hadron Collider, then? You know, it's what CERN uses to do their experiments, LHC for short. It's seriously recommended. You were lusting for something that's not even humanoid? Of course not. But there's nothing about it that gets me excited, you know? It makes me smile, you know? Don't you feel that? Come to think of it, I remember you said that you found factories and the undersides of highways irresistible or something. Yeah, same thing. Where does it end? 2D, 3D, and even inanimate objects. Life's too short. I don't want to limit my interest, you know? And yet, you'll do anything to avoid things that don't interest you. Hypocrites. That name. I've seen it somewhere, and recently, there was it again. Oh, of course. John Titor. Oh yeah, that guy you mentioned earlier. He's the guy Channel's going crazy about, isn't he? That one might be an imposter. I was talking about the John Titor who appeared 10 years ago. He appeared 10 years ago? The same guy? I had hoped that Daru would remember, but no such luck. Anyway, John Titor mentioned CERN. I don't remember all of it, but there's one thing I'm sure of. Titor made a prediction, namely that before the year 2034, CERN would develop a time machine. A time machine? That's a timely topic. But that wasn't just 10 years ago. This new Titor said the same thing. Are we CERN? It doesn't matter if it was 10 years ago or 10 seconds ago. That's not the point, Daru. This coincidence could very well be the choice of Steins Gate. Can we trust this Titor guy? It doesn't matter if we can trust him or not. Now we have something in common. A time machine. We should investigate CERN. We've got nothing to lose. Vigor returns to my body. Curiosity truly is the greatest delicacy for a mad scientist like me. Anyway, the phone wave, named subject to change, experiment has hit a dead end for now, so it shouldn't matter if I make a little detour for this. Tell me everything you know about CERN. Sure thing. My CERN folder is smoking hot. Daru strikes his keys with renewed passion. He goes into the My Pictures folder and opens a folder literally called CERN. CERN is the world's largest particle physics research institution. It's properly called the European Laboratory for Particle Physics, or the European Organization for Nuclear Research. It's close to the border of Switzerland and France, on the outskirts of Geneva. It's famous as the birthplace of HTML, HTTP, and the World Wide Web. The World Wide Web? You mean the internet. Bingo! That's the thing at the beginning of most URLs. CERN invented that? All I know about CERN is what I read in Titer's book. I never knew they were that amazing. Most people aren't aware, but there's a Japanese research team working at CERN too. What sort of research does CERN do? Particle physics, mostly. CERN can do experiments no one else can because they would have had the biggest particle accelerators in the world. The low-energy antihorn ring, the proton synchrotron booster, the large electron posterion collider. And the big boss is the largest accelerator in the world, the LHC, Large Hadron Collider 10. Otaku possesses the ability to anthropomorphify. Right, okay. Cool deal. His Mo form. Just about anything in the world simply by sticking tan on the end of its name. Daru's power encompasses even particle accelerators. Daru doesn't seem to notice my shock. He just brings up the next image. The LHC is a 27-kilometer long circular tunnel built underneath CERN's headquarters. Its purpose is to smash protons together in the hope of creating unknown elementary particle reactions. They started experimenting last year. Before they started, there were rumors that the experiments might create mini black holes. Oh no! Those mini black holes will swallow the Earth! The universe is in danger, etc. Mini black holes? I'm pretty sure Titer said his time machine used mini black holes. Are the things he said about CERN true? What's the possibility of that actually happening? 100% that it won't. CERN officially denies it. Let's say a mini black hole was formed. The amount of energy would need to be so tiny that it would disappear instantly upon formation. It would be impossible for it to swallow the world. But where's there smoke, there's fire. Right. If I remember correctly, Titer claimed that CERN began time machine research in 2001. In 2034, they complete the time machine. Right now, it's 2010. If they actually start that research, it would have been 9 years ago. So this game's based off in 2010? Okay. According to their official announcements, they only began experimenting in 2008. That's suspicious. Of course, that's assuming Titer's story is true. Some of Titer's predictions were on the mark, but most weren't. I'm also perplexed by how everyone around me seems to have forgotten about Titer's 2000 appearance. There's something important in Titer's tale. Or at least I want there to be. I take my phone out and put it to my ear. It's me. Don't be surprised. I've sniffed out an evil conspiracy. John Titer, CERN. You see where I'm going with this? Yeah, that's right. They're likely connected to the organization. Coincidence? Come now, don't disappoint me. What? Evidence? Well, if you must know, whispers of mad scientist intuition. Those bastards are trying to destroy the world. Yeah, with many black holes, but what if we need to steal that technology? What then? Of course. Who do you think I am? Everything is the choice of Steins Gate. El Sai Kongru. Great talk, man. I put away my phone, then turned to find Daru giving me an exasperated look. Just who the hell are you fighting with? Daru, I know what we must do. What's that? Don't you was at me? You're supposed to grin like you know exactly what I'm talking about. What kind of super hacker are you? I wanted him to say something like, well, why the hell not? So what's in it for me? And then we'd continue like this, grinning slyly the whole time. Me? A week's worth of potato chips. Daru, 10 days. Me? You sure are a glutton. Daru, the dive makes you a hungry man. Me, deal, get started. You got it, boss. Or something like that. Yep, real cool conversation. But the real world Daru just pursed his lips. You always give such half-baked explanations. Try to sound intelligible before you try to sound intelligent. Work with me here. You are a super hacker! Stop saying hacker, at least say hacker. Thank you. See where I'm going with this? No, not at all. Hack into CERN. Daru stares at me in disbelief. Is that some kind of joke? I know you can do it, Daru. Expose their dastardly deeds and find any hints that you can about the time machine. Dastardly deeds? You're just imagining that stuff, Okurin. We stand at a crossroads. Will the phone wave, named subject to change, become a functional time machine, or will it die as garbage in a lab storage? You serious? I'm always serious. I look Daru straight in the eyes as I answer. Looks like that made him understand my position. Daru sweeps the garbage off his desk and sits up straight. I'm not responsible for the consequences. Got it. Suddenly, Daru was bursting with energy. It's like his earlier lethargy was a lie. Deal. Get started. And there it is. Let's do this! For your payment, I'll deposit a week's supply of potato chips into your Swiss bank account. Daru doesn't respond. He's already deep in concentration. Anyway, I'm gonna sleep. It's all yours. I lie down on the sofa and let the clacking of Daru's keyboard lull me to sleep. That's good. We probably needed that. I wake up to the twilight sun streaming through the window. A refreshing breeze blows in, softly brushing my cheek. Ah! Daru's exactly where I left him before I fell asleep. He's sitting in exactly the same position. Not much has changed besides his typing speed. Oh, and now he's muttering to himself. I guess he hasn't had any success at hacking yet. I looked around the room, but I can't find Mayuri. Maybe she's not coming today. I guess food-related grudges really do run deep. I stand up and stretch. I don't want to bother Daru, so I don't say anything to him. I take a cold Dr. P out of the fridge and quench my thirst. Then I throw myself back down onto the sofa and start browsing @channel on my phone. This sounds really familiar. Dr. Pepper laying back down, playing on the phone. And what perfect timing! Titer is currently posting in the thread. Oh, good. Meanwhile, my dog.
Yeah.
My dog's got a really hard life. I don't know if anybody knows this. Everett Wheeler model is correct. Please look it up to learn more. It seems you all still clinging to the preconceived notions of time. Time does not simply run from past to future like a day on a one-way street. To be more specific, the laws of causality do not allow contradictions to occur. If the result of an event, the effect, is also changed, the event itself, the cause, also changes to prevent the paradox. That's why there are so few people who can observe changes in divergence. Divergence being the world line percent difference from the standard. Die, troll, you come to be a time traveler without any proof. Stock trends, please. I'm counting on you, Mr. Time Traveler. If you can't observe changes in divergence, then how can you possibly measure it? Oh, and you still haven't explained how you research institutions to conquer the world. Oh no, humanity is doomed! Noobs responding for real to troll thread. Here's us. Don't you people have anything to offer besides insults? How about contributing to the discussion? Plebeian scum! If you assume that time doesn't follow a straight line, then the idea of time travel is much easier to swallow. In such a scenario, a time machine traveling to the past doesn't need to fight against the flow of time. I say Titer's points have merit. By the way, Titer, I'd like to know a lot more about CERN. What can you tell us about the current activities? Also, John Titer, but you're fluent in Japanese. Writing in English would make it at least seem more realistic. You can't do English, can you? Alright, John Titer. No one seems particularly interested in what I said about time not flowing in a single direction. That's proof that your preconceptions are deeply ingrained. Honestly, it bothers me that you simply accept that as the truth. I'm starting to understand why CERN was able to take over so easily. Whenever a major event causes divergence to change, the timeline is reconstructed to prevent paradoxes from occurring. For example, let's say a major event causes this world line to diverge into a new world line called World Line B. On World Line B, I'm afraid to say @channel never existed. As the timeline is reconstructed, All of your memories of reading and posting on @channel will disappear, to be replaced by memories of you doing something else. In other words, by changing the past, you change the present. I wrote about CERN yesterday. The only other thing I can say is that you must not believe their lies. They have already succeeded at creating micro black holes, which nobody is completely convinced of, but sounds logical. I desire only to quench my intellectual thirst. Unlike you closed-minded fools, I will reserve judgment until after I've heard what Titor has to say. And then I will make a contract with Titor and acquire his time machine for myself. The great mad scientist Heinous will have the last laugh. Suck it, sleazebags! Tell me stock prices or fucking die. I won't believe it until you tell me. God damn, trolls. That's not reconstructing the world, you idiot. That's altering people's memories. Who the hell can I alter the memories of nearly 6-7 billion people? I checked CERN's homepage. It said that they've been experimenting since 2009. Can they really make black holes? John Tyner, is this how you reply to a specific person? Thank you for showing me. Reconstruction of the timeline and alteration of people's memories. I think they're essentially the same thing. Why are you so intent on saying they're different? With a few exceptions, nobody can keep their memories across world lines. They are reconstructed along with everything else when divergence changes. What's a road warrior? Anyone home? I'm immersed in a heated internet argument when an unfamiliar voice interrupts me. Oh, it's this chick again. The door opens and a girl peeks inside. How do you know where I live? Why do all of these women know where I live? I don't know if I should be concerned or not yet. I recognize her. It's the girl I met yesterday at the Brawn Table Workshop. Hi, from the Brawn Tube Workshop! When our eyes met, she smiles. The TV you sent in for repairs has been fixed. Mind picking it up? Dara's typing gets even faster. Looks like he's in the zone. It would be a bad idea to disturb him with our voices. I nod to the girl and hurry outside. Oh, okay. Go take care of your stuff, Beast. It's cool. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you tomorrow for sure. Why do we have to be sneaky? What was this girl's name again? I think it was something like Aruma or Amor. Oh, right, Amane Suzua. Currently, my genius partner in crime is executing an important mission. I don't want to bother him. What exactly do you guys do? I told you before that learning our secrets could put you and everyone you know in grave danger. You're called the Future Gadget Laboratory, right? How did you know that? I never told you. Wait, are you an organization spy? I raised my guard and sprang into praying mantis stance. But Suzua just stares blankly at me. That's what it said on your mailbox. Oh. I lower my guard. Why didn't she just say so? Now that you know, it's not like you can unknow. I'll give you the short explanation, but you must not tell anyone. Suzua nods firmly. Is it just me, or are her eyes gleaming? We are the Future Gadget Laboratory, dedicated to defeating the evil organization that rules the world from the shadows. Wow, right. Is the evil organization CERN? Yeah, but... So I was right? Those guys really are a contemptible lot, aren't they? She nods to herself for some reason. A contemptible? I thought I was the only one who uses words like that in a normal conversation. How did you know we were hacking into CERN? What? You're hacking them right now? Me and my big mouth. Just answer my question. How did you know about our business with CERN? Well, actually, I overheard you this afternoon. If you stand here, you can hear stuff from the window. The window. Come to think of it, it was open and Dairo and I were talking loudly. But can you really hear us from here? I look up to the second floor. The window's still fully open, but I can't hear anything. I guess Daru's working quietly. I look down. There is an unfamiliar bicycle parked in front of the brown tube workshop. One of those mountain bikes. Its frames is all sparkly. Its tires most clean. It's probably new. It looks pretty fast, but whose is it? Probably hers. I've only been working here for a day, but... Shizuo opens the brown tube workshop door with a wiry smile. I've got a lot more free time than I expected. I've gone out 4 or 5 times today. Figured I'd reconnect in front of the store, see if I couldn't spot any customers. Recoiner. Now there's a word you don't hear in casual conversation. I'm pretty sure it means to perform reconsciousness, to scout an area and gather intelligence. So, marketing, right. Is she some kind of secret agent? No, not everybody is a secret agent. I follow Shizuo into the store. So that's when I heard you guys talking from the second floor. I got interested and looked it up online. Now I know all about the rumors about CERN. Damn, well, we're careless. Looks like we need to close that window when we discuss sensitive matters from now on. But if we do that, the lab will turn into a scorching hell. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Anyway, you must not tell anyone else, or else Men in Black will raid us. Yeah, I understand. I'm actually tight-lipped, so don't worry. Shizuo grins and thumps her chest confidently. All is quiet inside the Braun Tube workshop. The gigantic TV isn't on. Mr. Braun's not here either. Where's the manager? He left right after he finished repairing your TV. He's probably went to see the chipmunk. His girl. He disappears during business hours every now and then. Whenever I ask him where he's going, he always says something like, I'm picking my beloved daughter up from school, or my beloved daughter has a cold with a huge grin on his face. He dotes on her too much. It probably just annoys her. Anyway, just now, how irresponsible can you be to neglect work to see your daughter? He used to put a back soon sign on the door whenever he left, but now he has Shizuo to take care of things while he's gone. So, here's the fixed TV. Shizuo lightly taps the TV on the counter. He says to charge 1,000 yen. Damn, manager. I bet he gave it to us just so we could charge repair fees. I reluctantly take the bill out of my wallet and hand it to Shizuo. She takes out a receipt. Apparently, it was already written out. Thanks for your patronage. We'll just take it away. By myself? Are you joking? Didn't you bring it here by yourself? Don't you know it takes 10 times more effort to go upstairs than down? Defying gravity is no easy task, woman. I guess I can help, but... Oh, I see. We're already in the age where women do physical labor. She mutters, her tone pensive. I've got more mail. How sarcastic of her. I don't remember anyone asking you for your help. Honestly, getting help from a girl like you would just hurt my pride. Oh, wow! So, what's this mail we've got? Lukaku! And Ferris, so no shining finger, though. I made cookies today. I had everyone in my family eat some and got their seal of approval. Alright! Cookies! You want some cookies, man? Applause! That was so manly! I might be falling for you! You think you can trick me like that? You're lying, aren't you? Eh? What makes you think that? It's one of my powers, Coloring Gentleman. This power allows me to see through lies. Liars appear to glow red, then they die. You have powers? Shizuo's eyes popped, but then she clears her throat as if to hide her surprise. Are you some kind of Esper? When I nod, she whispers into my ear. Are there a lot of Espers like you? Of course not. I am special. I thrust my chest out as far as possible to display my majesty. Oh, you had me scared for a second there. But still, it's amazing that people like you exist. Maybe CERN is the reason there aren't more where I come from. After muttering some nonsense to herself, she finally nods in understanding. By the way, does the ability to see through lies have any combat application at all? If it were me, I'd want perfect accuracy with 1,000 meters, or ultra-fast reflexes that let me tear my enemy's limb off before they can react. What the hell is she talking about? Is she a survival game otaku? No, wait, don't tell me. You're an organization assassin, aren't you? You must be the one they call Miss Golgo. Who hired you? Nobody hired me. What's a Golgo? She's trying to gloss things over with an insincere smile. Her confusion is suspicious. That reminds me, I think I remember her saying something awfully disturbing things when we first met yesterday. Anyway, do you have any other powers? Even if I did, there's no way I'd tell a hitman hired to kill me. I'm not going to kill you. Revealing my powers would be suicide. They are the most effective with the element of surprise. In other words, they're for me to know and you to find out. Meanie. Say what you like. Burning tension runs between us. Our eyes meet. Invincible sparkles scatter. More mail. And then an email arrives to break the stalemate. I turn my attention away from Suzuwa. The ringtone is starting to piss me off. It's most likely from the male demon Shining Finger. I can tell without even checking. Ah! I want you to reply to me already. I've been waiting, you know, and please tell me a super hacker suggestion you can. Oh my god, crazy lady. This is getting ridiculous. She's got some stalker qualities and maybe split personalities. I shouldn't have given her my address. Yeah, no joke. I look at Suzuwa and see her lying on the counter. Sounding better at the moment. Alright, well, good deal. I'm glad things have calmed. She's playing with something in the palm of her hand. It looks like a small metal pin. Anyway, how can she be this lazy on her second day? I love CRTs. Was a lie too, wasn't it? Why the frown? Did you get a death notice? A what? Just wondering. She was just wondering if I got a death notice? How can she say that with a straight face? And what the hell is a death notice anyway? Do those things even exist? What I meant to ask was if you got some unpleasant news. You could say that. This girl is hard to get a handle on. I really shouldn't let my guard down around her. There's this woman who's obsessed with finding an IBN 5100. Oh. Suzuwa leaps up as soon as I speak. Yeah? You know about them? Yeah. I see. So the IBN 5100 legend is famous, huh? Maybe the retro PC's more popular with female otaku than I thought. Yeah, that's it! I heard the urban legend from someone. How much do you know about it? I actually tried looking for an IBN 5100, but in the end I came to the conclusion that there isn't one in Akiba. I see. Well, that's true. You sound like you know something. Well, I do and I don't, I guess. I don't know about it personally, but I happened to hear about it from a knowledgeable acquaintance of mine, or something like that. Another insincere smile. I'm starting to think she's not a very good liar. You can tell she's lying whenever she smiles like that. Sure enough, she doesn't offer any other information. She just keeps that insincere smile plastered on her face. Who are you? Suzuwa falls back down on the counter with a deep sigh. She looks up at me from that position. I was thinking of giving you a bunch of interesting information on the IBN 5100, but when you look at me like that, I don't feel like it anymore. I'm not even interested in the IBN 5100. I'm more concerned with CERN right now. Solving one of Akiba's mysteries won't topple the organization's regime after all. You don't have a shred of credibility. I have no way of knowing if that interesting information of yours is true or not. Wow, that's harsh. Well, I admit I am acting kind of suspicious. I won't tell you, but I'll give you a hint. And then you'll writhe in agony when you can't figure it out. Truth is, the IBN 5100 has a hidden function. A hidden function? That reminds me. I'm pretty sure that John Titor from 2000 said something like that. I searched through my memories. If I remember correctly, the IBN 5100 can do something or other with a proprietary programming language. No way! How did you know? Tell me, tell me! I only vaguely remembered, but it looks like I hit the mark. I grin. It's another one of my powers. Leading question. I can read your heart of hearts. What? Not fair? For some reason, Suzuha covers her face with both of her hands. She opens her fingers just enough to peek at me. That's not enough to escape my power. I see everything, Amane Suzuha. Resistance is futile. Anyway, the IBN 5100 has a hidden function. It can decipher IBN's proprietary programming language, which was written before APL and BASIC became widespread. Isn't that surprising? Now I remember. John Titor said the same thing in 2000. Now it's a dead programming language that can only be deciphered with an IBN 5100. The reason Titor traveled to 1975 to obtain an IBN 5100 was because he needed that function. Maybe Moika wants to use it too. Or maybe not. Shining Finger doesn't seem like the type who would know about that sort of function. That's why IBN 5100s are so rare. While talking, Suzuha keeps dropping her glance to the middle pin in her hand. She rolls it around with her fingers. I guess that's a habit of hers. So, IBN 5100s are super rare? Maybe if I get one I could sell it for a high price. That could be a good way to raise research funds. But first, I have to deal with CERN. Which is very true. This is more John Titor stuff. Life in 2036 is very different from what it is today. Most people live on farms, growing their own food. All forms of commerce and communication are restricted. There is no travel, no internet, no railroad even. Most people never see another town, let alone a city. Science continues to advance, of course, but the vast majority of people do not benefit from the progress. Technology belongs to only those chosen by CERN and the Committee of 300. It's very peaceful. At least on the surface, there is none of the conflict you see in this area. Wow. Saturday guy stole a time machine from CERN, didn't he? He's the bad guy here. Troll, troll, troll. Okay. The world in 2036 is governed by CERN. All nations, even America, have disbanded their armies. To put it simply, civilization has returned to an 18th century level of technology and exists under a communication system of government. Except now, the system works flawlessly. Right now, you should be asking yourselves how that is possible. It is a system of government that collapsed in the 20th century exists without any disconnect. The answer to that question is the reason I am here. Yes, I am a terrorist. There are others like me who fight against CERN. We think of ourselves as the resistance, but there is no denying that our actions are a kind of terrorism. Well, at least you know. That would make no better than Titor. If you're willing to face the consequences, go right ahead. CERN probably figured it out. They've got a time machine experiment, right? Titor, if you're willing to face the consequences, then go right ahead. Titor, question, did World War III take place as scheduled? Why did you come to this particular time? Did you find an IBN 5100? As I've already explained, my goal in this time is to change the future. I am posting here to warn you of what's going to happen. Perhaps convergence will render my efforts meaningless, but even if one person pays attention, that's enough. World War III? Was that something I said in a different world line? I would like to talk to you in private. Please email me when you have time. Of course, if anyone else would also like to email me, feel free. Serious inquiries only, please. All of I've been getting is hate email. Alright, well, it's about where I wanted to end it today anyway. Sorry that it is a slightly shorter stream today. Much ado about packing and things and adulting and all of that fun stuff. So we will pick right back up after we have the crazy stalker lady living below us and the crazy stalker lady that is now part of our science group. It's making a whole lot of sense here. So we'll start back up again next week for Steins Gate. Other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow for the beginning of Chapter 2 for Danganronpa, which is always fantastic. And if you haven't been watching, the last episode of the Danganronpa anime does come on Thursday. Breaking hearts. You can kind of see Monokuma back here. He's chilling. He's waiting. It's going to be